So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so happy that you're here today. Thank you for being here. If you're new to the channel, welcome in, and thank you, like I've said before, if you've been here for 10 years, give me a hug, give me a hug. Listen, I'm gonna show this real quick. I went to the post office today and I got so many nice little packages. I just wanna say thank you. A sweet lady sent me this right here, a Cherokee Feast of Days. It's like a daily, you go through it and it's got a daily lesson from different tribes, like, you know, it goes date by date, August 6th, August 7th, and I just want to thank you for this. I can't wait to show this to Miss Lou. This is really great, and I've got some other books, and I want to thank you. So many people have sent me some nice things lately, and I just want to thank you for that. I've got some wonderful treats for dogs and pets and stuff, and I can't wait to try them. So I just want to thank you guys. You don't have to send me anything. I'm always grateful for that. But I just want to remind you, I want you taking care of you first, which is what this video is going to be talking about. But I just want to say thank you, thank you. Thank you for thinking of me, but I promise you, I want you taking care of you first, okay? So let's make this short and sweet. Here on the channel, we have a lot of different videos, especially over the last 3 years, talking about preparedness. I have for a long time have been trying to push people, number one, to be debt-free as much as possible, and number two, to make sure you have a food supply as far out as you can go. I think 2 years is smart. It's not doable with everything necessarily. I get that, but I like to put a big goal out there and for you to just keep running with it, okay? So I've had a lot of new people this week, over the last week and a half, saying, I see what's going on now. Guys, we're winning. We're waking people up. You're waking people up. You may not feel like you are, but they're out there. And we have to help them by giving them the best advice that we can. There's a lot of responsibility, though, in this, because a lot of people like me and you, a lot of you out there that are here, you've been doing this for a long time, several years at a minimum. So yes, you've been able to get ahead of the curve, which is what we've been pushing you to do. But we know there's a lot of people that we still have to reach. But there are individuals and families that are waking up and they want to know what to do. So I'm going to speak very generically in this video based on for time and to encourage people to scroll through my channel, and there's lots of other videos out there. Let's start small and build these people up. Please comment down below with great ideas on basically if you just woke up this week, because the State of the Union did that for a lot of people. As they would say, I knew things were rough, but now I see it's not going to get any better potentially, and we're in for it. And they're seeing things with the economy. They're feeling it. They're feeling job loss. They're feeling the pinch everywhere that they go with groceries, and they're concerned. And they want to be a responsible citizen, and we're going to encourage that. Okay, here you go. First and foremost, you have to make sure that you are making rent, okay? Okay? That you are able to do your best to make rent or your house payment. Please do not let that default or get behind if possible, because I want you to have a roof over your head. With that being established, let's get to things that you need to start doing. If you haven't done anything, which I'm going to assume, I'm making an assumption here, okay, that maybe you probably don't garden, have canning goods and items like that. Okay, that's going to come shortly, but let's get you started first and foremost. Whatever you can do to put as much good canned foods on the shelf, please get busy doing so. Right neck and neck with that, or maybe even before that, you need to figure out how you're going to have water. You've got to have water. If you're buying any form of long-term stored preparedness type dried foods or whatnot, you're going to have water. I can give 100 ways on this as far as what you can do, but if it's for now, just buying gallons of water, filling up gallons of water, buying water bottles, whatever that is for you, you need to do it. Everything works. There's no wrong way. There's just ways to get better. But we're just getting started. Food and water. Canned goods. I would be getting my basics in terms of vegetables, fruits, canned meats. Absolutely. You can go to any grocery store of your preference and you can look at the sale ads, whatever, and start getting what works for you. The things that you know that you like and will eat. If you get a killer deal on something, but it's not necessarily your favorite, would I pass that up? I wouldn't pass that up either. So you have to think about these things and start getting it on the shelf. With that comes the responsibility of rotating those foods. So you will be getting into the habit of cooking more, eating at home more. Who can't? Because who can afford to eat out all the time anymore? Oh my gosh. You've got to rotate it, okay, depending on the timeline. But right now, we're just trying to get you some very shelf-stable foods that you can go to. Look at the dates, the sell-by dates. That is a suggestion of how long it lasts, but we know that you can Google and find out and do all kinds, search engine, whatever, to find out a lot of these things go a year, 2 or 3 past. I'm not going to make recommendations on that because that would be a video by itself. Look into that. So food and water, get it going. You can do pastas and you can do all kinds of other things too, but they probably won't last as long as, but again, if you're rotating, okay, then it's going to work. Medications. Do you need medications? Every home needs medications. If you are into natural and herbs and into herbalism, fantastic. But we're trying to get people to have alternatives here because we are assuming that they do not garden, have an herb garden, etc., etc. Whatever you think you need in terms of basic medications, and listen, there might be something on the shelf that's basic that you don't necessarily use, but your aunt might need it, or, the neighbor might need it. Don't turn your nose up to anything, in my opinion, because everything can be used for something. So medications, if you have a particular health situation, you need to be doing your homework on what you can do in terms of stocking up with whatever you need or have alternatives for that. Get busy today. You also need household items, okay? You're not going to want to live in a pigsty for long. I mean, I need to dust my den right now. I get it, but I can handle that. You need to have cleaning items. You want to have be able to clean things. If you prefer natural cleaners, what are the items that you use to make your natural cleaners? Do you need vinegar? Then you probably need to go buy vinegar, extra vinegar. Do you see what I'm saying? Whatever those items are, boom. You need to have first aid items, big time. That goes along with your medicine, meaning Band-Aids, a tourniquet, wound care, wound sprays, triple antibiotics, Band-Aids, gauze, all. Just go and look at the aisle. Go to Walmart, go to the grocery store, look around and see what are the items. What do you suffer from with cuts and bruises or poison ivy or all of the above? Think about these things. They're important because what if you couldn't get your hand on it if something were to happen? Okay? Do you see where I'm going with that? If you do not have cash on you as far as an emergency fund at home, it could be $50, 10 fives, 5 tens, whatever. You better make sure that you've got it. What you choose as far as how much or whatever, that's your business. But please have cash on hand. Yes, the dollar is suffering, but we are still operating under the dollar. Make sure you have a way to quickly have cash in case of an emergency. If you have a home with vehicles, might not be a good, it's not a bad idea to make sure you have a couple of canisters of gas. Keep them on rotation. What about heat for your home? What about wood heat? Even though you may never cook on wood heat, I bet if something happened, you'd probably be camping real quick, right? So what do you need with that? Wood, charcoal, cast iron. Every home in this country right now, at a minimum, should have a 10-inch cast iron skillet, maybe a basic griddle, and a Dutch oven, 5-quart Dutch oven. You can cook all day long, any meal that you want, from pizzas to roasts to spaghetti to eggs. You can cook anything you want. I got a ton of videos on that too, but you can do it, okay? Because that's going to allow you to cook potentially outside, or even on, maybe you've got a wood stove. It'll allow you to cook on that as well if it's set up that you can. Think of all these basic things. If you prefer to be more, have larger bulk foods, get on it. If you need to hand crank something like I do, my corn or your wheat, get on it. But considering that most people that wake up are probably not into some of the things that we've discussed, some might be camping, etc. But overall, they're probably not milking a goat. They're probably not gathering eggs. They're probably not gardening for different reasons. Either they never have, health reasons, or whatever. But if you just woke up today, these are the basics of where you need to start. Sit down tonight, make a cup of coffee, make a cup of tea, whatever you want. Write out your budget and start allocating your funds to these appropriate places. It doesn't happen overnight. It's not going to happen in one day unless you have endless funds. It's not going to. And even at that, you're going to keep going because of time. You have to keep going. This is a lifestyle. This isn't just putting things on the shelf in case of an emergency, in my opinion. This becomes a lifestyle. This becomes a way of life. And if you choose for it to be a way of life, you're going to get better at all of this very quickly. But remember, a lot of the people here, a lot of people commenting, and me, myself, and I and my family, we've been doing this a long time. That doesn't make us bigger, badder, or better. But what I'm saying is don't look at us and go, I wish I was there. Remember, we've been doing it a long time, and we also had to start somewhere. So we already know. So get busy. I hope this video helps you out. I know it's generic, I know it's broad brush, but I know the comments down below are going to be awesome to help and assist in specifics. And I also have a ton of videos on this. And we can get, if you want to get more specific, we can get more specific. Let me know where, and we'll talk about it in more depth, okay? I love you. I hope this helps somebody out today. By the comments that I've been getting over the past just couple of days, I'm confident that it will. We're winning, guys. We're waking people up. They're seeing it. How can you deny it? How can anybody deny what's going on right now? So let's encourage these folks. Let's get behind them and get them and cheer them on and get them started. Like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate you being here. Give me a hug. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hope you've had a wonderful weekend. God bless you. And we'll see you on the next video.